Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday, September 10th. Okay, so it's 6:21 in the morning, and I got a really nice recipe going in the slow cooker that I started at 1 o'clock in the morning because I stopped knitting at 1 o'clock in the morning. So I am working mid shifts this week, so I've got a lot of projects going all at once. This is what I want to get to this morning. Is I need to make 4 more squares and put them together. All the rage is bucket hats that are granny square bucket hats. I'm not really feeling the rage, but this particular hat is called the Doja Granny Square hat, and it's made by starting a circle of 16 double crochets and then working puff stitches with a chain 1 in between, then working clusters with, I believe, a chain 1 in between, and then doing your corners. So 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, then working on top of your, to make the square, working on top of your corner, 3 double crochet, 3 double crochet. So you're doing 3 double crochet, 3 double crochet, a half double crochet, 3 of them, 3 double, and then your corner again, and just going like that. So basically that's what you're doing all the way around for 5 squares in any combination of colors. The lady I'm making this hat for wanted brown with pink accents. So this is called the Doja. The Doja cap. There's a gal on YouTube, TikTok, and all over that is working out beats, and she's singing the taco song, and she's wearing a cap in black and white that is everyone's just calling the Doja hat now. I've never really liked granny square bucket hats because they can get really floppy. This one has a shorter brim, so it's not as floppy, so I think it'll be okay. But they're everywhere right now. I'm also working on another bucket hat for my daughter, which is going to be more solid with accents. And then I'm making the gal at work, I'm making her daughter a matching hat that goes with this. So I've got a lot of squares going here and there. And I'm working on the border to 2 Afghans. That's what I'm doing. So I had 3 chicken breasts, and I had this great value broccoli stir fry with cauliflower, sugar snap peas, white corn, mushrooms, water chestnuts, and red peppers. I don't think I'm going to use every vegetable in there. I had 3 chicken breasts, and I asked my GPT chat assistant, what can I make? I opened up a can of pineapple, so I have like a half a can of pineapple left. I have soy sauce in the house, teriyaki sauce in the house, and 3 chicken breasts, and I have frozen vegetables. Came back with chicken teriyaki slow cooker. I said I want to use a slow cooker, so at 1 o'clock in the morning, I was like, oh, I forgot to make my chicken. I threw that in. Basically, this recipe is simple. Put your chicken in your slow cooker. If you have 3 chicken breasts or 4, you just adjust the amount to how much chicken you have. I have 3. For 3 chicken breasts, it's half a cup of low sodium soy sauce, which I happen to have, and a quarter of a cup of low sodium teriyaki sauce, which I happen to have. Ginger, which I happen to have fresh ground ginger. But if you don't have fresh ground ginger, it's about a thumb's worth at the tip of your thumb. If you don't have that to grate in there, you can use ground ginger, half a teaspoon. Some people like the heat, some people don't. 2 tablespoons of real honey. So you get all that in a bowl, your soy sauce, your teriyaki sauce, your honey, your ginger, and 2 cloves of garlic grated, or a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. That's all that it is. You let it cook for 5 to 6 hours on low, or 2.5 to 3 hours on high. I did low overnight, and it's turning out really beautiful. I just shredded my chicken. You shred your chicken up. You got your pineapples in there, and you got a sauce. I'm not shredding it to death because I want some chunks of chicken like you would get in a Chinese restaurant. And Usually they just cut it in slices, the one I go to. But I'm thinking I usually just get broccoli with it. So I'm going to try to pick out as much broccoli as I can. And in the last half an hour, you put your frozen vegetables in and just stir it up and let it cook. Then you can put it over rice or whatever you want to do. It really tastes delicious. The ginger really does help it. What else? It just turns out to be really tender. You can put it over rice. You can put it in a lettuce wrap. There's a lot of things you could do with it. You can make rice bowls with it. You can make couscous, kiwan, amaranth, whatever grain you want. And you don't even need a grain. If you don't want to do the vegetable, you could do the vegetable on the side. So that, you don't have to. So I'm just going to do like half of that bag. And then I'm done cooking for the day and I can go to work. And if you want to thicken it up, you need about a cup of liquid from there. And then just a tablespoon of cornstarch. If you have cornstarch in the house, make a little slurry, throw it back in, and it'll thicken up in the last half an hour. So I'm going to do that. I want mine to be like the sauce with Asian cooking. I saw a tutorial where they velvet their meat by putting cornstarch on their meat. And you know how it's all nice and velvety smooth in the sauce? That's why it is, because they marinate their meat in cornstarch, I guess. So I'm going to get back to this little project. That's what I'm doing today, other than I took off the dragonflies because it is now September. So my August theme tree is done. And I have no idea what I'm going to put on my tree for September because I'm doing sunflowers for October. I know for Halloween, for that week, I am working on Day of the Dead skulls because I want to use up my stash yarn. And if I just make the white skulls, I can use all different colors to embellish the skull. So I know I'm doing that. And that's all I know. Let me go check out Mr. Dustin. He has been quite a trip all night. He's not used to me getting up at 1 in the morning and cooking unless it's Thanksgiving or something. So he's just been sniffing the food. Right, Dustin? Been sniffing the food? Hello. Say hello to everybody. You cutie pie. You're such a cutie. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Love of my life. I saw that. No, don't. Mm-mm. Okay. Alrighty. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye-bye.